This is good. Where'd you get it from, Harold?
Yeah.
These were 5 minutes. The hollow-cheeked Nazi who sits like a scarecrow and walks like a stiff-jointed mechanical Frankenstein burst forth with a surprise today that seemed extremely unusual even for historic flight to England in May 1941. Oh, this is about...
Rudolf Hess.
Yeah. For it in his defense that Rudolf Hess would not take the witness stand in his own behalf. Hess's reasons, known most of the time only to himself anyway, were not indicated, not even in gossip that reverberated through the halls of this labyrinth-like palace of justice. But the sudden decision by the former Hitler deputy who once ran the affairs of the Nazi Party was not without effect on the newsmen who filed into the press gallery this morning with the hope of hearing the trial's #1 mystery man. Those who remembered this outburst of early trial days in which he showed defiantly that his claims to amnesia were just part of a tactical act, were definitely let down, because Rudolf Hess has been clear in indicating that anything can happen whenever he's concerned. Harold wrote all this up. I didn't read it. I read it, but I didn't write it.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good copy, though. Hess's defense, which began with a statement by his attorney, that Hess does not believe the four-nation International Military Tribunal has jurisdiction to proceed against him, highlighted two witnesses, neither of them very good. But the mission of both was to show that the Nazi Party didn't use its offices abroad to form the nucleus of a fifth column, not alone in European countries, but in the United States as well, in the forum of the German-American Bund. Before the contradictory evidence of the two witnesses flowed through the translating equipment, Hess's attorney, in some of the gaps of his adventuresome client's trip to England 5 weeks before the Germans marched against the Soviet Union. Included in the declaration was an account of a secret meeting between Hess and representatives of the session only as Dr. Godfrey for security reasons. Wait a minute. Between Hess and representatives of the British Foreign Office, particularly Lord Simon, known in this session only as Dr. Godfrey for security reasons. It was this secret meeting that Hess laid down 4 stipulations to bring peace between England and Germany. First, a clear definition of spheres of influence of the two nations, Germany to get all of Europe, England the empire. Second, the return of Germany's pre-World War I colonies. Third, the payment of indemnities that apply to both nations. And fourth, that England makes peace with Italy at the same time. These proposals, Rudolf Hess told the British, had been repeatedly indicated by Hitler himself as a possible basis for an understanding between the two countries. This is good. stuff. I didn't remember.
This is great stuff.
He wrote it, and I read it,
Yeah.
sort of. At that point, the small, staccato-speaking German lawyer attempted to introduce what was described as a secret treaty subscribed to by Germany and the Soviet Union and signed the same day as the well-known German-Russian non-aggression pact of August 1939. The document, the lawyer explained, had just come to his attention. For that reason, he had not applied to the tribunal for permission to use it. Also had been unable, for lack of time, to have it translated into English, French, and Russian. As he began reading its contents, the chief Soviet prosecutor, General R.A. Rudenko, was on his feet. General Rudenko did not know of the existence of such a document. He protested, and he voiced his strenuous objections against the use of it. There was a hushed. And he voices. There was a hushed silence in the courtroom. Presiding Justice Jeffrey Lawrence called for a 10-minute recess. When the judges returned, he announced that the tribunal must first see translated into He announced that the tribunal must first see translated copies of the document before they will announce if it can be introduced. The German lawyer came back with his intention to apply for the foreign commissar of the Soviet Union, V.M. Molotov, as a witness, but for the time being, the subject was dropped. The witnesses who hesitated, who headed Germany's political organizations abroad, painted their legions in terms of cultural and social groups composed of Germans who got together according to the something to drink beer and discuss the fatherland. But before Allied prosecutors left their cross-examination, few in the courtroom doubted that their main purpose of Meyer Road? Well, anyway, had a two-word description. Fifth. It's good stuff. I guess I should have known it when I would. I just said, just read it and shut up. This has been the AFN correspondents Harold Burson and Herb Kaplow speaking from the Palace of Justice, Nuremberg. We return you now to the AFN newsroom in Frankfurt.
That's terrific.
It's good. My God, I didn't remember what I was reading. I guess
yeah.
it was only 60 years ago.